I told you she was. All right, well, let's get to it. It is May Day protests, my friends. That is why our good buddy Spin City is with us, because he is the live stream king. And I thought, well, this is wonderful.
So let me set the foreground. Let me set the foreground with this. I shared this with you like 13 minutes ago. So I just happened to be sitting here setting up for our diatribe and our laughing spells of today. And this comes out of Wisconsin. So
you got to say it like Mary? Wisconsin, though. You got to say Wisconsin.
Madison, Wisconsin. Don't
there you
know?
Right?
You know what, Mary? Just roll the clip. Just roll it. It's self-explanatory.
Thank God Kevin did his series, because it has helped us understand, because they were planning a lot of the meetings that he was doing. They were planning today. So shout out to our good buddy Kevin.
Workers are calling out for May Day rallies as protesters call to tax the rich, abolish ICE, and more. Can you believe this? They're closing down schools so they can go out and protest.
Yep.
In Madison, Wisconsin, public schools are closed today, with 70% of the teachers' unions saying that they are participating in May Day protests. Our next guest says that Madison schools have crossed the line. Wisconsin mom Scarlett Johnson joins us now. Scarlett, thank you so much. What is your reaction?
I'm in shock, although maybe I shouldn't be, considering the history of the Madison Metropolitan School District, but they are turning schools into political staging grounds, and this is where they've crossed the line. They are not just indoctrinating the kids in the classroom, they are encouraging actively for students to leave the classroom and go march in the streets with teachers, with administrators. It's just shocking to me, the level that they're willing to take this to, their hatred for President Trump. And make no mistake about it, this entire rally, this May Day, Friday, May 1st, is all about, this is an anti-capitalist, anti-Trump movement, and they're using our kids as political pawns.
You know, Scarlett, I grew up in the South. If this had happened in South Carolina, residents, parents would have been up in arms.
Right.
They never would have stood for this. They want their
kids
they're doing
in school.
It's happening in North Carolina.
Math and science, and not being out on the streets, skipping class to go protest and to be political. What's the reaction from the residents there?
I go protest Lindsey Graham.
The reaction from the residents is, I think, a lot of shock. It doesn't matter your political affiliation. You don't
Palestine
want your
scarf.
kids
See that?
skipping out of school to go protest in the streets. And what's happening is that the teachers' unions, the Madison Teachers Union, made it impossible for parents to say no, because they forced the closure of every single school in that school district. When teachers' unions submitted this petition where they said, we're going to call in sick unless you just shut down the school for this day. So instead of kids preparing for AP testing and their ACTs and SATs and the end of the school year, instead of educating kids,
what I'm trying to figure out here,
signs
ladies,
and markers
is,
and saying, hey, let's go march in the streets against Trump. They're even having kids hold signs.
No, it's I can't hear you as well.
Oh, what I'm trying to figure out, ladies, is what kind of educational value is to go out and stand on a street corner with signs? I mean,
honestly, if they were studying civics and preparing on how to engage in the system, that would technically be a better use of their time than out here with the damn sign.
I would think anything else would have more educational value than to watch their teachers out there screaming F slurs and whatever, whatever else that they're going to, say on the picket line. I mean, come on. The ideology, and this is what frustrates me the most, the ideology of the adults, they are deflecting to children. And well, maybe not deflecting, but they are indoctrinating our children with their stupidity. it just, yeah. Anyway,
Well,
go ahead.
North Carolina, 22 out of the 115 districts canceled school today, and they
Mhm.
have what's called a Kids Over Corporations Day. I think Filter Dog maybe mentioned it. Yeah, Filter Dog mentioned it.
Kids
50%
Over
of Charlotte schools are
Corporation.
closed. So Kids Over Corporation Day. So they canceled school. So you have
Mhm.
parents that have jobs that now have to stay home with their kids or bring their kid to school to work
Yep.
with them
Which
because these
forces
non-parents are staying home.
right.
No,
And
sorry, teachers, I mean, are staying home.
yeah.
And that is what I'm saying. They're hurting more than they are helping whatever freaking cause they are trying or cause or narrative they're trying to push.
The goal
It
is to
makes
shut down
no
the economy.
sense.
Mhm.
The
Those
goal
teachers
is to
should not be
shut down
paid
the
for
economy.
today.
So the fact that the parents have to stay home
Mhm.
furthers the overall goal of the protest, which is to shut down the economy.
This is what should happen. Whoever's
Mm.
on that school board doesn't get a paycheck for the month of May. Whoever is the principal of that school that shut it down doesn't get a freaking paycheck. And
Yep.
and not only
The
that,
teachers that left shouldn't get a
the
fucking paycheck.
teachers that left, what happens then? Not just
Yep.
a paycheck. They get let's say they have 20 kids in their class. They get docked for
Mhm.
each of those kids. They have to pay the parent
Mhm.
back. Oh, I lost a day of work. Okay, you get reimbursed from the school people that
Yep.
messed up your day of work.
Yep.
Because some
They-
parents work, they have their own businesses. They can't just call their boss and say, I can't, or they can't just bring their kid to work if it's a dangerous job. Like they don't have steel-toed shoes for their kids. Like, let's just strap this hard hat on and bring your kid to work day. And that's ridiculous. Mary's. Okay.
Oh,
Your thing
I
is
know.
spinning all day.
My fucking internet. And it's
What-
random.
Mhm.
It's totally random.
What makes this so dumb?
Mm.
What makes this so dumb? I've always said, I have always said, you can protest. That is our First Amendment right. But
Mhm.
protest something that you can really do something about.
Or protest on a Saturday where it doesn't affect your entire school system.
You were taking it to the extreme. I was saying in general, right?
Mhm.
Protest something you can do something about. Let's just imagine not even the teachers, not even how about all the resources now with
Mhm.
all of the law enforcement that now has to be there, the overtime that the government obviously, or the state or local government is
Mhm.
paying these people to go out and say, now, you can't do that. Right?
Right.
And think of all the taxpayer money to put when they have to arrest their dumbasses because they're just so in the spirit. Okay. Yeah. And I go back to Portland, Oregon. This is every day
Mhm.
about something.
Yeah. All
I
the
couldn't even
energy that
cover
they're
my
making.
own stories if I was so engrossed in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah. That's true. Well,
So
I
in-
asked
Oh,
let
sorry.
me read this real
Go ahead.
quick. I
yeah.
asked about which schools and where was being shut down, and I asked it to
Mhm.
search the internet because I wanted to just know in our country. So we have North Carolina, most widespread impact, at least 20 to 22 districts is closed for the
Yes, I heard
day.
22. Mhm.
Kids over capitalism is what they're calling it.
Mhm.
So they're framing it as we're doing this for the kids. That's the framing. It's a total fucking lie.
Mhm.
Charlotte, Mecklenburg is the largest district.
Yep.
Durham, Chapel Hill, Asheville, Chatham County.
Asheville's no
Gil-
surprise is still liberal there. It's
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous.
It is. Guilford, Kannapolis City,
Mhm.
Winston-Salem, Wake County, and some other have optional leave days, Cumberland County and others. Then it's Madison, Wisconsin, which is where they were covering.
Mhm.
Chicago, of course, announced a few weeks ago they
Of
were going to be
course.
closing down for this. And that's all the public schools.
Because we
remained
know
open.
how great Chicago is with their education. They can't
Mhm.
even freaking read when they graduate.
So they declared it a day of civic action. Optional field trips, buses to rallies will be provided for
kidding me?
participating schools. 100 schools with students marked present. The Chicago Teachers Union pushed for this. You remember one of Kevin's last streams that we were showing was their convention where they were discussing this.
That's how we knew about it.
Yep. They were planning it. Literally planning it. Do you want to finish this clip? Do you want me to, Scott? Is it got more?
There's some good pertinent information and like WTF. So go, yeah, I mean, you can finish it. I'm going to be in the background here in a minute. I'm going to set some things up.
Yep, and then we'll play with the streams.
Yeah. So I'm here. I'm listening, but I'm playing with streams on my side to as we talked. So
can I read Margaret's comment because it's for okay. So she gave us a can. Thank you, Anne. She says, "Happy Friday. I'm so disappointed in my state." She lives in Wisconsin. Is making the news about indoctrination of the kids. Back in my day, May Day meant dancing around a maypole with handmade streamers and delivering May baskets to my neighbors.
Yes.
And then Filter Dog gave us a can as well. Thank you so much, Filter Dog. He says, "CMS, which is Charlotte Mecklenburg County, teachers get bused to Raleigh." So I'll grab that clip and we can put that in our folder too.
We'll jump to that next. Thank you.
Thank you, Filter Dog.
Thank you. All right, let's continue.
Say teachers should be paid more money. I mean, they're using kids as pawns, and residents are outraged and they're upset. They shut down daycares.
Scarlett, if you look at the report card in Wisconsin, it's not good. These kids need to be in class. The teachers need to be in class. Grade 4, only 42% are proficient in math. Only 37% are proficient in 31% are proficient in reading. And then look at grade 8 down at the bottom of the screen, only 37% in math and 31% in reading. Those numbers are not good.
These numbers are terrible. And every year, the Wisconsin Department of Instruction lowers the threshold. They lower the standards. And so they're even worse than what you see right there when you get apples to apples comparisons. So bottom line, the teachers unions aren't educating our kids. They're not teaching them to read. And when they're not allowing boys in the girls' bathrooms, which they do in this school district, they've eliminated girls' bathrooms. There's only gender inclusive bathrooms and boys' bathrooms. When they're not hiding gender identities from parents, they're inviting kids to join them to protest in the streets. It's gone too far. A line has been crossed. And you know what, Ainsley? The parents are making their opinion known with their feet because every year this school district has declining enrollment numbers, and they're projected to lose 700 more students in the next few years. Gee, I wonder why.
You know, and they're pushing their agenda on our kids. Clearly, they're telling them you don't have to go to school today, go participate in this march. It might not even be something that these kids understand, know about. Their parents might be conservative and not agree with it. The teachers unions are pouring more than $1 billion, Scarlett, to left-wing organizations and political groups. Can you believe that? $1 billion to these left-wing groups. They're trying to indoctrinate our children. Look at it when it's broken down with the National Teachers Union and the state and local.
That's astronomical.
I'm not surprised at all because I've run for school board and I have helped numerous moms run for school board. And the number one opponent that we face are teachers unions. They have unlimited budgets. There's postcards that come into our state from all over the country. They're organized, they're well funded, and they have a massive attack campaign. We're just regular moms trying to make a difference. We're fighting against this huge woke Goliath. But you know what? Sometimes David wins. And I think they're overplaying their hand here. Parents are seeing just how corrupt and political these organizations are. And I hope that they're realizing they should side with the moms, and we need to revoke the NEA charter as well. They have a federal charter.
Scarlett, thank you so much for coming on with us.
There
this
you
morning.
go.
Have a great weekend.
The charters.
You too.
Thank you. We did reach out for comment to the Madison School Board and Mayday Strong, the group behind some of these protests, and we did not hear back.
Of course.
Shocker.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
And you never will.
Nope. If it was CNN, they would, because CNN would be like, "Oh, tell us about your lovely little protest." What did they say? Mayday Strong. I'm looking that up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, your struggle.
So this is the link that Filter Dog gave us. Who is paying for the tour buses to bring Charlotte and Mecklenburg contingent?
Those aren't cheap.
No, they are not. They are absolutely not. Yeah. So I would love to see legislation banning teachers' unions nationwide. Like that would do it. That would end it. Because number one, our kids are getting dumber. And just stuff like this. Like this is the back door of how to take over and indoctrinate. It's the unions. And it's like that with every industry, but I almost consider it national security when you're dealing with the children.
Yeah.
Because this is the long game. This is the revolution. All these idiots out there were indoctrinated.
This is obviously, there's the Washington Monument, right? I mean, Mary, you and I were talking just before we went live, where they were making fun of them fixing the reflection pond.
Jim Acosta, asshole.
I mean,
what was he doing? I missed it.
Oh, I'll show you the clip.
Okay.
He did it like a TikTok, making fun of them repairing the reflection pool and saying, "Ha, it's gonna look like a swimming pool," and they're making it blue. And I'm like, and fucking douche.
Oh, there's the word empowered. They love that term.
Oh, they do.
Commie gobbledygook.
Well, if you dumb them down and you give them words, and then sometimes you change the meaning in the dictionaries because everything's online, just like they do with Wikipedia, then you get this shit. I heard somebody in the chat said that Trump did a flyby on them.
Yeah, he did. I'm looking for that clip. I'm looking for that clip. Mary, I'm going to change it.
Yeah.
Here's some more. Here's some more sick, twisted. This next one I'm going to put up here is live. I cannot share the audio for copyright reasons.
Certainly.
But this is at Wall Street. They have now blocked the Wall Street entrance to the stock exchange. Let me get it up there. Just give me one second.
I bet Mondami is loving this.
Oh,
I bet he's down there telling the cops not to interfere no matter what.
Oh, no. They've got people. They're arresting people.
God, why is it always an ugly, fat, crazy? Oh, jeez.
I mean, this is the
no work, no skill, no trading. Take a look at No Brain too. Add that to your dumb shirt.
I mean, she looks like a dumpster fire. But it's a look. It really, it's a look. And we see it in
their whole thing is you're not going to work today. Oh, you're not going to go to work today.
Well, no, and they can sign up and get paid to protest.
You can, okay, that's fine, but it's not going to be your wage that, huh?
It's double dipping.
Oh, right. I mean, these people. No, let's look at the shirt real quick. No work, no school, no trading. Do you think the New York Stock Exchange is going to stop trading because you're standing out there with a sign?
No matter how large and wide you are to block the door, it's not going to matter.
Just saying.
Large march is not going to stop this.
I mean,
they'll just work from home and trade. They don't care.
No, I mean, you said it yesterday about the 1%. It's 1% of 100%.
Yeah.
It's a very small fraction.
Yeah.
And it's like the poor is trying to oppress the rich. Let's use that analogy for a second. Never gonna happen. Just saying. I mean, well, you want to stop your kids from going to school today. You want to stop people from going to work today. Our economy is so inflated right now because of the conflict or war. It depends on who you ask. And I'm so sick and tired of explaining the difference. But trust me, it's become nauseating, right? You want to stop the economy. Why? You want to stop the economy so the prices go up even more? Because if you stop the economy, what's going to happen?
dries
So
it up.
you
Her Pop-Tart prices will go up. That's not going to be good for her. She's not going to be happy.
She's gonna have to pay double for the moon pies and the Twinkies.
Inflated
Listen.
Pop-Tarts are not good.
the gas, but let's go to something even simpler than Pop-Tarts.
Oh,
Let's go to gasoline right now.
yeah.
Let's focus on gasoline right this second.
I think there is something with the price fixing going on. I really do, because if we really have the most supply right now and we've filled the resources and we're ready to supply it to the world, why is our prices going up? Like,
you want to know
this
why?
much.
You want to know why? Because it's Donald Trump.
Right. They're just doing it because.
Exactly. I mean, we all know that we have a gas reserve.
Yes.
Right?
We know because we pay attention.
Right. Well, we pay attention. Right. We have a gas reserve. So a barrel of oil right now, and I had it up and I accidentally closed the damn tab. Right. A barrel of oil right now is on April 15th, WTI crude right now is $91.49, which when I looked maybe a week ago, it was over $100.
Right.
So the price of the crude or WTI
yes
is $91.49. Brent crude is $95.32. So if you do the math, if you know how to do the math,
right,
it is less than what it was when this thing first started. But the only thing I see here in Central Florida is gas prices right now are almost $5 a gallon. It was $4.39 a gallon in Central Florida, which is Biden prices.
Yeah, it's $4 to $5 in the area, and part of that is because it's festival season and there's a bunch of people in town, so they always
bilk it. I mean,
everything goes up in Derby season, which sucks.
Sure, but in Central Florida, $4.39 a gallon gas is never heard of.
Right.
When right before the conflict started, we were under, I believe it was $2.39 a gallon, which entails or which means that the economy is doing better and people are starting to travel. People are starting to get out in the world. I mean, and now it's like, my wife and I, we don't even want to go to the store.
I know.
I mean, I've got a Dodge Ram. It cost me $100 to fill the thing up. Jeez. Right now, it would be conducive to $130, $140 to fill it up, which is pathetic. All because of this. Now, we're looking on the screen here and we're blocking Wall Street, right? And
what's my shirt say? What's the microphone say? Something coup?
It's status coup news.
Oh, I see. Okay. The America Rising thing was blocking it, so it wasn't
that's coming from status coup news. This next one is out of thank you to the Associated Press for giving me permission to show your shit.
Real quick, Duppy says WTI stands for West Texas Intermediate, and it's always about $5 cheaper than North Sea Brent.
Right.
I love how it says workers over billionaires. Like, dude, you wouldn't have workers if you were billionaires. Right, exactly. Do they not comprehend this in their tiny little pea brains?
No, they do not. They legitimately cannot.
She looks like Katie Porter's twin, younger and maybe skinnier sister.
Pre-firing of potatoes, pre-potato launch.
Mary, I'm going to give you a link. Just if you can. Well, no, that's not going to work.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
I'm going to have to do it over. I'm going to have to do it over on Pilled.
That's okay.
Just clean it up, if you will, if you know what I mean.
Filter Dog dropped in the link for Marine One.
Okay, cool.
Filter Dog.
Thank you, Filter Dog.
Thank you. If you want to pull that up before you show that, just clean up the link that I gave you.
Filter Dog and Whiskey Blue. Good to see you, my dear friend. I love Whiskey Blue.
I know. I was like, we get to see Whiskey Blue during the day instead of at night. That's awesome.
It's always a night stream for him, which I understand.
He works, works weird shift.
People work, and that's what it is. But yeah. Okay, so let's see what Trump did to say hi to the protesters. Buzzed him. You gotta love it.
Absolutely.
I kind of wish there had been like a release of skunk spray or something. There should have been a little sign that says, "Who's the daddy?" It's president, and then another one, it's president.
As they give him the middle finger, like it matters. Like it matters. He's that far up, and they're all like, oh, God. There's a reason they are frequently referred to as loser. It's so sad. Like we're never going to reach these people. No, it doesn't matter what you explain. It doesn't matter what you show them. I don't know. That's how it always feels to me when I engage with them. It's like I don't know how to break through. I really don't.
Well, it goes back, Mary. It goes back to what we were saying before we went live, right? Last night I was on a TARD panel, right? Because that's what it is a TARD panel. And they're sitting there saying, oh, all of our rights are being taken away, our freedom of speech. Well, motherfucker, what are you doing on the screen right now?
Right.
You got freedom of speech. You look at I sent you that link on Pilled.
Got it. Let me go.
If you can throw that up right now, can you please identify what is your rights being taken away? Let's just bring that up for a second. I digress. I mean, your rights are being taken away.
The same song every time. Like you would think they'd get more creative with their tunage, right?
You would think.
Look at all the different flags in here. There's a lot of different slogan flags, and what is that one? Is that a country?
Which one?
I can't tell. It looks
the one
like
in
a
the
country.
center. It's red and green and white.
Oh, hold on. I've got it up on my side here. Hold on.
Because some of this
that's the Reuters feed, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know what that is, Mary.
Let me turn the volume
Zoom in.
down.
It's really hard to see it.
Yeah.
I'll just keep it down because the incessant repetitiveness grates.
Oh my gosh.
If you
got
Mary,
all these flags over here.
If you go down on your StreamYard, you can make that actually full screen. It'll take us off for just a second. You might be able to see it.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm not sure what flag that is. Is anybody in the chat?
Yeah. Can anybody identify? We'll play a game.
Yeah.
The flag.
Let's play a game.
We'll make it interactive, audience. Anyone, pull it out.
We should have like a flag bingo. Like if you see the pride flag,
right?
If
I
you
still
see
think our bingo night would be good.
the Palestine
I
star.
want to do that.
I do
I
too.
think, you know what, Mary? I think that's 2 flags. I think there's 2 flags on that.
I'm sure. Okay, so it looks like the Iranian flag and the Palestine flag.
That's what it looks like to me.
Spanish. What does that sign say? Something immigrants or something? Los
yeah. So
yeah.
Of course, this is worldwide. That's the other thing we were discussing right before the show. There's Mexico is participating in this, which really pisses me off because they've been trying to infiltrate and overtake us, as we've learned.
Okay, so what needs to happen right now is the ICE van needs to pull up and then see how quickly that crowd will disperse. Be like, thanks for making it easier for us.
I mean, but you're right, ladies. It's the same narrative every time. It's not about one specific thing. you know, and it's very funny that, you know, I was talking to my parents, and when they, back before I was even born, they were having protests, right?
Right.
And it was about one thing. It wasn't about a multitude of things. You know, we can go into the semantics of it, but you're not out there in clown costume, blow up dolls, and walking down the street chanting unintelligent things. It was focused, is the point.
Yeah.
And you didn't have the sirens and the bullhorns that they have now. This is all to cause civil unrest. That's the point. Period. End of story.
Okay, so hold on. So this is Madison. This is downtown Madison, correct?
No, this is
No,
Washington,
this
D.C.
This is DC.
DC.
This
So
is DC.
they had to get a permit to close the street down, correct?
Well, see that right there.
Because they need to investigate that. Like, did they get the proper permits? Because if it's during business hours, you have
That's
to
a good
of course,
point.
get it approved, because this is a main street. It's not like a sidewalk.
Yeah, but
You're
also
right.
it's 98% Democrats, so you really think they're not going to give it to them?
Mayor Bowser's probably like, screw the permit, just come on.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, and that is where what's good for the goose is not good for the gander.
Mm.
You can take it down there if you want. I just wanted to point this out.
So what is
because
free DC? What is that?
It's just another. Well,
I'm
they're
looking at
they're
that.
still mad, I think, because of the here, let me switch back. Don't we still have National Guard around the city?
yes, they are everywhere.
Yeah.
I was in DC in March at the
Mhm.
Washington Monument with a group, and there were so many National Guard there.
Good.
Yeah, but that's
Clean up
to
those
them,
streets.
it's a military occupation
Sure.
in their narrative. So
They want their crime back. We want to
Right.
be unsafe and not be able to
Right.
walk to our cars. We want to get
Yes.
beaten up and
And
robbed.
the number
That's
one
all
group
right.
terrorized and murdered was the black people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
I'm looking at their
they would like that again.
I'm looking at their website. It says Free DC is a renewed campaign to protect home rule, and home rule is capitalized, and win
Uh-huh.
lasting dignity for our communities.
Really? I mean, come on. No.
We're no longer willing to accept anything less for our communities, and we're setting out to build the cultural and political movement it will take to win. We want you to be part of it. And it's all like total communistic, like the 3 stars, the stripes, and then Free DC. I mean, geez, it's just.
Well, and we were looking at one of the feeds earlier, and it was the Democratic Socialist flag that they were carrying with the rose, which
Yes.
again, that goes back to the Jacobin movement with the French Revolution where they killed
Mhm.
everybody.
Right.
That's that group.
Oh, geez.
So let me, and also just to add
This
to
is
it,
Paris right now. Paris, France.
Holy cow.
They are demonstrating, I believe this is workers' rights or trade unions. I'm sorry, I should read the
union.
damn caption on the bottom.
What's their
I
tax
mean-
rate in Paris now, in France? Isn't it like 80%?
80%.
That's what I thought.
Jeez.
It's crazy.
Yeah, socialism is working great, isn't it?
Mhm. But we get free healthcare. Yeah, but you pay 80% to the government and take home 20%. That's not, how is that winning?
Well, and it's not free because you're
Right.
paying for it.
Exactly.
Exactly. They're just taking it out. They're taking it out of your wages instead of you writing a check or sliding a debit card or putting your card into the computer.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see a little bit of of benefit to it, but let's go into Canada, right? Let's just talk about Canada for a second.
Yeah.
You have to wait a month to maybe get a CT.
Oh, yeah.
You might have to wait 6
Years
months
for
to have or years for surgery.
Mm-hmm.
As long as
So-
you're not bleeding out, you're just put on the waiting list for sure.
And even then,
Mm-hmm.
As long as it is not an emergent procedure, yes. I mean, that has that has its own problems anyway. But I mean, what they need to be protesting is lowering the taxes. And let's go to California. I know we're jumping all over the map, but let's go to California for a second. They now, New Scum wants to tax even more. It's about money. Well, why they're doing it, Mary, is this. All of the people are leaving California. So now they've got to make up their deficit, or what they would consider a deficit.
Right.
So they have the money to go out and save the trees and spend $3 million on press conferences.
Oh, yes.
That just happened. I think the last show I was on with you ladies, I told you about that. They spent $3 million on a press conference.
Jeez. $3 million.
That's insane.
$3 million. I do have another feed, but it's not live yet. It's actually from Miami.
D. Richard says the Canadian medical department has started talking people into suicide over treatment.
Yep.
Yes.
And children too, and veterans. It's awful. The MAID program. And that's tied to organ harvesting. So they really want the younger people too. Like, oh, aren't you depressed? We have a great solution for you. You can just like knock out of this world and we'll take your organs and sell them to China.
Sure. And this is, again, it's all about ideology. There is no real science behind it. I mean, you know, there are many people out there that deal with mental health every day.
Yes.
But I mean, even in their own minds, right? This gives me mental health looking at protests every day. I mean, it's depressing, right? But my point is, how can you think the option is unaliving, right? How could you even justify in your own mind and say, oh, it's okay, sweetie, we'll give you some medication and make sure your affairs are in order before you take it? That's mental health in itself.
Yeah.
Since you mentioned California and the fleeing, I remembered this tweet and we didn't get to cover it in the week. Let me read it. This is from Chatham. That's the Indian gentleman from the All In podcast, who's the tech billionaire. He went from being liberal to not. He's come around quite a bit in the last 2 years. Let's just say the awakeness is happening. So the billionaire
Does he live in California, Mary?
Oh yeah, he will be fleeing soon.
So Newsom helped him over the bridge of red pilling.
Oh, yes. I'm sure he and everyone that he knows is buying property other places. Billionaire tax is actually an everyone tax. The billionaire tax is a new tax proposal written by 4 professors who don't even believe in the American dream. Some of them aren't even American. Go figure. Sorry, I've had a sore throat. Despite its name, it applies to every Californian resident who currently has assets or ever will have assets. The creators named it the billionaire tax so you would get into a froth and wouldn't look closely at what it actually does to you. On page 26, it explains how the government can convert to a everyone tax without voter approval. They can also adjust the tax to be a yearly tax, not just one-time tax, again, without your approval. Here's how the tax would work. As a voter, you're being asked to approve a tax that would require you to, 1, list all your assets and the value of each, then submit them into the California Franchise Tax Board. 2, authorize the tax board to appraise your assets and confirm the value of each. 3, pay a penalty of up to 40% of your tax bill if the board determines your reported value is way too low, in their opinion. Not reality, their opinion. Number 4, allow tax board to subpoena your financial records from every one of your financial institutions for auditing. This everyone tax runs 34 pages of shifty language describing how government plans to take your assets. Read the fine print and decide for yourself. I'll repost it on my timeline. But that's it. Starting on page 26 for anybody out there. Yeah, you're muted, sweetie.
Sorry, I was going to say, it said if there were truly a billionaire tax, it would be 3 pages, not 34 pages.
Precisely.
Insane.
But you're authorizing them to, you have to submit the value for everything. And that's even stuff. So like, this is where they get you. They'll say, all right, even things that you're not selling. So currently, if you sell something, like if you sell a car and you make a profit, most commonly for our tax bracket, all of us, it would be if you sell a house and make a profit. So when you sell it, you have to report that because it was income. Okay. There's rules of how you can reinvest and all the different things. What they're proposing and what the communists / socialists have been proposing all along, and this goes back decades, they want you to submit everything that you own, not what you made a profit off of, not that you sold it, so that at any time they want to tax you on your wealth. I.e., if you sold it, it would have been this, not if you did. That's the loophole. That's the thing that people just don't connect. They think, oh, well, you know.
They don't want them to connect it.
Oh, no, they don't want to explain it. Like he's saying, it's buried in 34 pages of shifty language. And he's right.
Complete legalese that most people can't understand.
Yes. And they don't take the time. I mean, they don't even take the time to look up Trump's video where it's the full thing on the Charlottesville. It's only like, what, 4 minutes of his speech where he says, find people on both sides, except the white supremacists because they're horrible and shouldn't be allowed, blah, blah, blah. They can't even be bothered to do that shit.
No.
They couldn't be bothered to look up all the stuff on Biden, which was fucking everywhere during the election cycle.
All they had to do is open their eyes.
All of his racist heritage, all of they couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
So we're asking them to look at 34 pages involving a tax code. I
3
mean,
pages would be a lot too. Like 3 paragraphs for some of these people. Their attention span is like that of a gnat.
They're so dumbed down.
So here in South Carolina, they tried to pass what they called a penny tax. I was like, dumb idiots. Pennies don't even exist anymore. So they tried to make it sound like, oh, we're just going to raise your taxes by like a penny. It was 1% of every purchase, every retail purchase.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
and that adds up real fucking quick.
Yeah. We have Nikki Haley to thank for that. She came up with that. Nikki, as I call her. Scaly Haley. She was awful.
Yeah, she was.
And
I got one here out of
Go
ahead,
it.
Krista. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I've got one here out of Chicago right
this
now.
This ought to be good.
Oh boy. I wonder if we'll notice that guy, Mary, the teachers union head.
We'll have to look. You know he's out there in the streets leading.
I wonder
again
if
with the chunky monkeys. Again, chunky monkeys.
God, you can't even understand him or her.
This is probably the most exercise they've gotten in like 6 months.
They're about to pass out. They're like hyperventilating.
She looks like she's having issues.
Like she needs an inhaler. Stats.
Hold on, let me do my chant. Okay, now I can do the next one. Absolutely. I mean, but here's the thing: we're letting all our schools out. We're going to put them in the middle of a park with teaching our kids how to chant and protest.
Take the volume of the protest down just a little bit so I can hear you clearly. That'll help. There we go. We can still hear them curse and chant, and then I can.
I'm not liking that, but I mean, look, we're teaching our kids this. This is the right thing to do.
Yep.
But it's not.
No. It doesn't change much. Not really.
No, there's a sign right there. Nobody needs $1 billion. Why don't they? I mean, I would be happy with $1 billion.
I would do a lot of philanthropy, actual philanthropy with $1 billion. Not like Bill Gates bullshit, but like actual philanthropy.
Right. I mean, I'm not gonna. I would not be doing any funding of like George Soros does either.
No.
Okay, call me a selfish prick.
And kittens and building schools that are homeschool models.
Right.
I would be doing that kind of stuff.
I would find a cause, and I would join that cause. Or you know what? I would probably start my own.
I would
right?
too. I would start my own so it's not tainted.
You know, I mean, these morons, they think that all of the billionaires' money is just self, for themselves. Do you know how much money that billionaires do donate to causes?
Huge.
Billions. But you don't hear it. They won't believe it if they hear it.
No. So
it's just it all goes to the state of mind. It all goes to, empowering the rich in their expensive cars. Well, if I had $1 billion, I would have an expensive car because I could afford it.
Yeah. I would have like the weekend driving car, and then I would have like my regular car. But like I would have like a nice weekend car. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'd have like a regular SUV to go get groceries and whatever.
Right. I mean, if you had $1 billion, you legitimately would not have to go to work.
No.
But in my position, I'd go crazy. I would go stir crazy.
I would too. I couldn't just not.
I'm sitting here. I'd sit and watch Fox News all day. Like, oh, I got $1 billion. Now what do I do?
Right.
Okay. I mean,
you have to have some kind of purpose.
You could create a lobbying group to eliminate unions. That would be a good one.
Nice.
I might do that if I had the money. Mm-hmm. I would create my own lobbying group to eliminate teachers' unions. That would be the first on my hit list.
I would lobby against it. Never mind. I would lobby against a coalition to stop the libtards. That's just my opinion, but that would never happen because there's, yeah. I mean, yesterday, here's a prime example. Was streaming a protest video or a live protest out of Portland, Oregon, of course.
Oh, yes.
The ironic thing was, and I told you I was going to bring this up. Okay.
Oh, real quick. Victoria, thank you so much for those shades, honey.
Oh, thank you, Victoria. Yep.
Thank you.
We also got rated over on Rumble from Handy News. Thank you, Handy News. Wonderful. Good to see my twin, Cassis Rumble. Love her. And great to have Paul holding down the fort over there, PDS 10. Rock Candy 88 is here in the house. Dar Family said her husband and her watched our show yesterday while they were traveling. He loved it. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's awesome. Then Jay's Barn Grill. Great to see you. And Neurodivergent One. Great to see you guys.
And do you want to do a rundown on Pilled, and then we'll go into Spin City's comment he was about to, but I know that's going to lead us to a big section, so I wanted to. I
saw that. I
was like, let's pause. Thong Chaser with a cookie. Thank you, friend.
Thank you, Thong Chaser.
Yep. Thank you, everybody, for donating and keeping this thing alive.
Absolutely.
Filter Dog also says the Save America Act has advanced in the Senate 51-48.
All right. Let's get it done, man. We've got them on the ropes with the voting thing that was rolled back. And really, it didn't change the Voting Rights Act. That's what the media is telling you. They're telling you they destroyed the Voting Rights Act. They didn't do anything to the damn Voting Rights Act. They just said you can't divide people based on race because that goes against the Constitution and the other laws that are already in place within it. So
you think all the race baiters would be all over this? Like, oh, thank you for sparing us of racism.
It ends the grift.
Right. No, they're out of a job now.
The reason they're not is TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. Trump did it. They don't. They will never pay homage to that man
No.
for a damn thing.
No. And the truth is, a lawyer from Louisiana filed it in 23. It had nothing to do with Trump. Nothing, you know. S. Jones,
Absolutely.
thank you for that can. Thanks for all the coverage. And shout out to my buddy Sabine S. Jones. We're going to do a show tonight at 7:30. We're continuing. We're up to secret societies. So we're doing Skull and Bones tonight.
Ooh.
We've got a lot of the more we pick, it's like all the digs that I get involved with. The more you pick, the more I find. And I was talking to her this morning and she's like, I'm exhausted. And I was like, I know.
Well, she
Digs
said
will
last
do
night
that.
they had hail all night and really bad storms in her
I
area.
was really tired. She told me she was going to nap. So I hope she's gotten some rest.
Yeah.
I hope so.
You know,
because
I love Bobby Digital. He comes off with
I love him too.
the most random shit. I mean, Democrat
We like
segregation
random.
good now. LOL. I mean, I mean, he'll be in my chat and he'll just say, I'll be all serious about like if I'm
Yes.
doing some dialogue or something. He'll come in with the most random shit. I'm like, oh my God, I have to stop. I can't look at it sometimes. Good to see you, my friend.
He is a sweetie. No nap, S. Jones? Oh, dear. You need to get a nap before the show, sweetie. You need to get a nap. I know how
Good to
that
see
goes.
Russian Bot out there. He's the king of stickers.
What has he done? I see laughing emojis. No matter how small. Oh, my God.
You should have seen the Sean stickers the other day that he made for mayonnaise. Him and Chris
Oh, Mary, did I
going to
show
town
you?
over
Did
that.
I show you my new
Yes,
entourage?
he has America Rising merch on.
Did I show you my new? I can't.
Nice.
Well, yeah, I can.
It looks
Did I
good.
show you my new
I
entourage?
love it. It looks
Nice.
great.
That's a pretty one. I like that.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
have the matching mug. My wife says, "What? You want to match with everything?" I said, "Why not?"
Matching is good.
Fashionable.
I use the cup. Hey, listen, I have started drinking coffee again, and I use the cup every morning.
Nice.
So,
how's the
it-
quality of the merch? Is it up to your
the mug,
Mhm.
mug, I'm having it. My wife washed it, and a little bit of the America Rising chipped off a little bit.
Aw.
So
Hmm.
I want to reach out to Sean and see if there's anything that he
Yeah.
can do about that. But
I have
I
a
mean-
tooth Blitz one and I've never had an issue. I mean, I hand washed it, I throw it in the dishwasher. I actually dropped it out of the package and it didn't even break. I was like, yes, this is a mug for me because I am very hard on my stuff.
given my bottom half problem, I set everything on the counter.
Mhm.
However, a lot of things on the counter end up on the damn floor. That's
Oh,
all
yes.
I'm saying.
I
So
understand that completely.
Yes. There where I swear I have like oil slicked fingers. Like everything I touch just flies out of my hand. And it's always my phone and my my
Uh-huh.
earbuds
Same
are
here.
flying, the book I'm
Sure.
holding. I can't hold
Mhm.
on to anything.
No,
There's
right.
like random days where and I'll drop it like 3 times in a row. Like I'll pick it back up, it falls out of my hand again. I'm like, what the crap am I doing here?
Well, it's there are things called gloves that you can put on if you're that much of a klutz, but I did it. I did it for a while. I put gloves on when I touched anything.
Mm-hmm.
Never
It
dropped.
helped. Okay.
Took them off.
Noted.
All bets were off.
I'll have to take a look at gloves. Well, all right, let's get back to it. So what was lead me back into where you were going before we paused?
See, now you took what was I even saying? No, we got off on a diatribe.
I
with
think we
Bobby.
were getting into Democrat socialist territory.
So before Kevin took Kevin's chaotic coffee
Vacation.
yeah.
Yes.
Before Kevin took off, he did a stream and he was asking the Democrats, socialists of America, for money. Well,
Those were so funny.
So I won't give it all away because you never know who's listening, but somehow I was able to get information of their phone tree.
Yeah.
So for the next 6 hours, even after Kevin got off the stream,
Right.
I just was hitting the auto dial button. And talking to them about random ass shit that had nothing to do, never asked them for a dime. And at the end of it, and at the end of the call, I deleted their freaking number.
So you just burned through the list.
132 times. I did it 132 times.
Well, it's not like they don't do it to us and haven't done it for years. It's a very well-known tactic. So I don't feel bad about it at all.
And I still have the information. So random, I was going to do a random stream and I was just going to post it with me talking to these people and deleting their number. I will do it. It doesn't matter to me.
Check legality. Check legalities before you do it, just to be safe.
I didn't know how legal it might be, but you know, hey. But we saw a sign earlier, Mary, before we came on. I should have paused it. Do you remember what the sign said? But I know underneath it said Democrat Socialists of America, and that's what set it up for this little segment. So it was no fascism, no.
Yeah, no key.
Now you're
no
making me go
fascism.
find that again.
It was an interesting stream. So I'm digging on the 60s. So it's the time frame. The group that you know the most, Black Panthers and Weather Underground. Those are the two most known ones.
Yeah.
Both intersect with Democrat Socialists of America and both work together to cause mayhem and violence. Both of them did. Not all Panthers, but definitely all Weathermen. And there was multiple factions within the Panthers that were doing it across America.
Right.
But the Weatherman group started out as a bunch of college brats, Ivy League brats. And they were what we would call the awfuls, the affluent whites. Liberals.
Right. The awfuls. Yeah.
And they were Nepo babies, also what's known as red diaper babies, because all of their family ties back to extreme communist movements, like as in they were still bitter about McCarthy.
So like Raskin and Mika,
all of those type.
I was just going to say Mika. Yeah.
But yes, those type. That's what the affluents were, which was the Weather Underground movement. And they wanted to be Black people, but they couldn't. So they created a Weatherman, which it actually became a cult. I'll get into it on the dig, but it really did. They forced them to cut off all family ties. You had to cut off if you had a boyfriend or girlfriend. You had to eliminate that. They forced them into group sex rituals. They were killing animals to to prove that they were okay with killing.
Oh my gosh.
So there's one of the researchers, he strangled a cat.
It's like the 764 thing.
Yes. They really devolved. They forced them to study all Mao, all Trotsky, it wasn't socialist. But my point is, when they were in college, they infiltrated the student movement, was the Democrat Socialist student movement. They overtook it from the Mao unit. That's who they were vying for. And they were like, you're not inclusive enough to Black people. We're fine with you being full communist, but you're not including the Black people. So they were glimming onto that because at the time they were protesting strictly about like the Vietnam War and all that stuff. Well, as the war wound down, they were like, shit, we got to find something else to bitch about. All right, let's bitch about segregation. And it's always the constant cycle. But they got a hold of the socialist group. Then they burned it to the ground and they went underground. Then they came back and deliberately manipulated the students again and took hold of the group a second time. The entire time, the embolism of it is the rose, the red rose. Okay. It dates back to the Jacobins. It dates back to the massacres of the French Revolution. They were so into this. They had it in their clothing. They had it in their emblems. The main guy, I think it was Bill Ayers, he bought this truck. Even though he kept going underground, the truck they would put in storage and move it around and everything, it had a special name. It was this special truck with this big red rose down the side. Everything was always about the Democrat Socialist movement. But my point is, it's always been communism.
So, Mary, the rose isn't that the flower of England also? Could that be like a City of London thing?
I don't know. But I know
like
you'll look.
The symbol, I was going to say it's the symbol of England. Like, I know, that's the symbol of their soccer team. Well, football, sorry. Sorry for those that are.
Well, I'm sure Duppy would tell us it goes. I mean, historically, those bloodlines go back to the red and the white dragon lines, Pimgrim, which dates all the way back to, I believe it's King Arthur. One of the lines does back into that storyline.
Oh, I can't wait till he does our King Arthur dig on my channel. It's gonna be so much fun.
Just a quick Google search.
Yes.
The symbols of England is the lion, the rose, the European robin, the royal crown, and the Union Jack.
Oh, it's the national flower, actually, of England, the rose.
Okay.
So it
symbolizes peace and unity.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So you had like the War of the Roses also, remember that?
Yes, which was an entire thing. That was it during the
the Tudors?
Tudors. I was thinking Tories, but that's a different section.
Sure.
But yeah, that's the thing. Red Rose of England. There we go. Tudor Rose, Lancaster Rose, War of Roses. Thank you, Duppy. I knew he would know. Well, is there some other?
Yes.
Is there any other streams going on that we want to look at?
We have some more debauchery going on right now. Again in Chicago. Let me get it up here. We were watching this stream. I'm going to back it up just a little bit. We have some more problems. I just shared it to you, Mary, when you get a second.
My mouse just died. Let me unplug it and replug it. And
oh no, we can't have that.
That's going to be an interesting show if I lose the mouse. All right, unplug. That's the last time it froze on me. That was my magic fix. Unplug and replug.
Well, they were just ripping up signs, or somebody was having a meltdown.
Oh boy.
The guy in that seat.
What is the F for, I wonder?
I could only imagine.
Other than profanity, of course, but it's just a random F. Like, I mean, it could mean so many different things, from your grade. You know, you got an F.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah.
With the teachers, because they suck. Oh,
there's the guy right there.
In the jacket?
In the jacket, you know, acting like he's tough.
Right.
And there goes the sign.
There he goes the signs.
There goes the sign.
Here's your sign.
You're right. God, that was funny comedy back in the day. Sign to me.
Good, clean fun.
Now we've traded the F sign for a D. She just walked by. There it is.
D for dope, D for dummy,
oh my
delinquent. I mean, there's so many options.
I love alphabet games. There's so much D for dumb, for sure.
Definitely.
And you know, we got people out there in riot gear. I mean, with the American flag on.
Which is so funny. You remember, because when they did the riots last year in LA, they were waving the Mexican flag, and then suddenly it occurred to them that wasn't a good optic to burn down our country with an invading country flag, that maybe the citizens wouldn't like that. So
I would love to show, speaking of Mexico, I would love to show up there with like a sombrero, a poncho, and be like, oh, it's not Cinco de Mayo yet. Darn it, I'm early.
What is the red flag?
See, that's what I was wondering
with
too.
The gold.
Right.
Chat, help us out, because I'm not even sure.
Here, let me make the screen slightly bigger. See if anybody can see.
Oh, wait, she's got the F back.
Oh. Good grief. It kind of reminds me of a hammer and sickle on one of them. I think the one on the far side of the screen looks like a hammer and sickle, but I'm not sure what this. Yeah, it is.
Is that the Chinese flag? No.
One is kind of in the center, and then the other one to the left is more on the side.
Yeah. The one on the left, I'm pretty sure that's a hammer and sickle. I think the other one is something else.
So Dar asks, let's see. I'll get to the chat here real quick. She says, does anyone know if the Black Hebrew Israelites tie into this stuff? They're in DC a lot. Do you know anything about that, Mary?
No,
The
I
Black
don't.
Hebrew Israelites. Interesting.
That is interesting. I don't know for fact. I mean, we could only speculate that there's probably those people in the crowd, but I don't want to say for sure.
I need to understand exactly what a Black Israelite is in their term.
Are they thinking like isn't it Ham or is it Japheth that's the black, or there's like Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and then one of them is like the Black descendants came from them.
Yeah, I mean, usually I'm dealing, at least in the research that I do, it's the Nation of Islam is what I'm dealing with.
Oh, okay. So like Ishmael.
Well, no, the religion Nation of Islam, they now have a Quran, but they're actually based on a different religion, Science of More, and it was this con man basically went into the, kind of like another religion. They went in and said, well, the Quran doesn't have enough stuff, but I'm a prophet, I'm actually Allah, and all this stuff, which by the by Muslim standards, what he was describing would be blasphemy and he would have been stoned to death. But he wrote all these appendages and stuff and was like, look, I have a new book. I'm actually the real deal. And that is what originally founded Nation of Islam.
We're back in DC now. We have a no kings sign coming.
There's some pinkies. Oh, that's the pink commie bitch.
Oh no. She's hugging a pole.
God, she is so unhealthy.
Please don't pretend that that's a strip pole. We really don't need to see that.
Right? We've seen enough of that.
Why did my mind go there before you said it?
Right? We have seen enough of them hanging upside down with stripper heels. Usually people that really do not have the body to be on a stripper pole. I'm just saying.
She was more skeletal, but yeah.
Yeah.
Down.
Okay, there's
down, fight for workers. What's it?
Migrant rights or something.
Oh, migrant rights, of course. Of course.
Is anyone checking these backpacks to see if there's like explosives inside? I mean, I see a lot of backpacks. I don't see a lot of people checking.
Unless you can blame it on us, I don't know. Because that's always the thing that they do. They'll cause a mass event and then they'll say, oh, look, the right did it.
So I looked at the Black Hebrew Israelites. It's very odd. It's a new religious group claiming that African Americans are descendants of the ancient Israelites. They believe that indigenous peoples of the America and Latin America are descendants of the Israelites too. They incorporate their own interpretations of Christianity and Judaism. They're influenced by Freemasonry and New Thought.
Oh, Freemasonry. That'll go over well.
Well,
many students identify as Black Hebrews rather than Jews. And here's the Southern Poverty Law Center. They say that they're designated as a hate group. Okay, interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, but they're just anti anything Jew related.
Sure.
Southern Poverty Law hates.
Yeah.
Like
I paused the stream here because we got some signage. I love reading their signs. I think it's absolutely funny, right? Here we go with no to war on Iran, Lebanon, and Palestine.
Let's just throw them all in the bag. So basically, no war on terrorism.
Stop.
Just let the terrorists run the world and kill people.
Now, I said the word deportation. I remember what I was going to say, Mary. I remember.
Yay.
Let's think about their chance. Their idealistic chance. Now, I said this to you. There's one word missing. Legal.
Yeah.
You know, they want all these immigrants and they want the open borders. They don't think that they should have open borders. Well, I've said this and I've been very, very firm on my stance. I have no problem with legal immigration.
Right.
There is nothing wrong with legal immigration. But when you have millions of foreign invaders that just walked across the border because law enforcement couldn't do their job
or weren't allowed
to do their job, rather, This is why we have the problem. But I guarantee you none of these protests were going on whenever Biden was in power. I didn't see them.
Well,
I didn't see them.
why would you fund it?
I did, but but it
Not
wasn't
like
as not like this. I mean, you got all these people out here, right?
I see another Palestinian scarf.
That is the most un-American thing that, or one of the most un-American.
You know, they were talking about the Palestinian struggle in the 60s. It's not new. We just hadn't heard of it, but they were still talking about Palestine must be free. I found that in the literature and all the stuff.
The whole rivers to the sea thing too.
But not rivers to the sea, but it was Palestine. Similar. It was all about protesting and the occupation, and like it's not new.
From the river to the sea. Let's talk about that a second. There are rivers and there are seas. I just don't know if there's any seas in America. Just saying. You know, these chants, they don't remember them. They've got their phone. They've got their phone in their hand because somebody's texting them or they're looking on their goofy ass websites trying to get the chants. Yeah. And this is why I say most of these people have no idea what they're, well, number one, what they're even saying or what they are advocating for. And the second thing is it's the good buddy system. Hey, Claire's going down and she's going to start singing these chants. Well, you know what? Claire's my friend. I don't know what the hell she's even doing, but I'm just going to go down to support her.
Are those pinatas those people are holding up?
I'm sure it'll be a pinata of the right.
What is it filled with? Geese poop? That'd be awesome.
No. Do you remember back and I don't know, did you cover the first No Kings protest where they had pinatas professionally made of Donald Trump? And what they were doing is they were beating on him.
It's an effigy.
I was just gonna say that. Yep.
And it's like I have much more. I could live without going to buy a pinata and go out and destroy it in the middle of the street to try to prove some point that, in my opinion, and in a lot of opinions, is not going to do a damn thing to begin with.
Nope.
I mean, then emptying the retirement community, you know, to go out and support their
it's sad
cause,
right?
And giving them a stipend for a free manicure, and I have this on factual information. If these people went out there and stood there and fuck Donald Trump or whatever, they were getting a nice little stipend that they could get a free manicure. Or they could get an extra snack at night.
Right. If they'll just go there and stand.
And then, and you know, it's like, there's some capitalism right there. There's people out there selling t-shirts. And those people probably don't even care.
A lot of them don't. I mean, a lot of them, like you said, they're getting something free. Some of them do care. And I think a lot of them, because it's such a big tent of causes right now. You have Palestine, you have the oppression, you have reparations, you have whatever the fuck they're, you know, all this stuff. So a lot of them, like with this, I mean, the May Day is known as the umbrella one, but a lot of them, if they're going out protesting No Kings or this or that, the other groups will show up because they view them as comrades in arms, even though that may not be your number one focus. Hey, I'll go out and stand up with this other group, you know? That's also how they get the numbers.
Well, it makes no sense to me. You're missing a day of work.
We got Grandpa Rambo over there. Did you see him?
Oh God. Oh Lord. Oh my.
Oh, jeez.
Someone needs to cue the Rocky music on him.
Mhm.
There he is.
I missed him. Where
He's
is
in
he?
his right there, straight ahead. Let's see
Oh.
what he's got there.
Oh, jeez. That's just sad. I mean,
I know.
seriously. Some of these, I mean, they are the protesters. They are the leftover radicals that some of them are shot callers in these groups. Some of them are actually leading the charge, like the crazy Code Pink lady, like they're shot callers. And some of them are just, just reliving their glory days.
I just found the stream. They are focusing on, they're having their speeches.
Oh no.
Do you want to listen in on this, Mary?
Yeah, let's see. I love that they can never give a passionate thing. They read it.
Tell me how loud you want me to make it, Mary.
It's fine.
Oh
You
boy,
good there?
we got the drums beating.
Gracias.
Oh no.
Hace 140 años.
Oh,
He's
God.
got the mariposa.
Yo, I
Los
recognize him from
inmigrantes de
some of Kevin's
Chicago
meetings.
se pusieron en
Seriously?
huelga por sus
I
derechos.
recognize him.
Is he really
They
Spanish,
came out on
Mary?
strike
Yeah,
for their
he is.
rights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
20
seen
years
that.
ago,
Yeah.
He's got the
immigrants
Mexican version
from
of MK
Chicago
Ultra.
came out to the streets to fight for our rights. Hace
Yeah,
20
I do.
años
I
salimos
recognize
los
him from 2
inmigrantes
streams.
a pelear por nuestros derechos
I can't
aquí
remember
en
the
Chicago.
NGO he worked with.
Gracias a los inmigrantes, Chicago celebra el Día Internacional de los Trabajadores. Thanks to immigrants, Chicago celebrates today Immigrant International Workers Day.
Yeah, he was part of the
This
no
is not
ice
a
stuff.
day just to celebrate. Este no es un día nomás para celebrar. This is a day to fight. Este es un día para pelear. Immigrants in 1886 fought for their rights. Los inmigrantes de
fight to go back home if you're illegal.
1886 peleaban por sus derechos. Nosotros peleamos por nuestros derechos contra las injusticias. We are fighting against
Where's the
injustices
freaking English?
because injustices never end because we have billionaires in government.
Then get the fuck out.
Exactly.
It's so miserable here.
There's no billionaires in Mexico. Go ahead, go
Oh,
down
yeah,
there.
there is.
That's through the cartel.
Y
That's the
lucharemos
cartel.
siempre
Oh, yeah.
por una vida justa, por el derecho de vivir con dignidad.
Sounds like he's talking to
We
Belugi.
fight today and we will keep fighting forever for a life without injustices, for a life in freedom, for the right of dignity, for the right to raise
There's
our
that dignity
families
thing again, Mary.
in
They love
peace.
that word.
Estamos
They do. They love the
luchando
keywords.
no solamente por una ley, por 8 horas de trabajo, por salario. Estamos luchando por la dignidad
Really,
de
right?
mantener a nuestras familias felices.
Got my fat pants on. Did he say that?
But these are the same people that believe that we are currently sitting on stolen land of Mexico.
Yeah.
Understand?
Oh,
Here and they-
right.
They literally believe that America is stolen land of Mexico.
It's called Remember the Alamo, bitches.
Yeah, no, they don't. They don't at all. And they're serious. They're dead serious.
Oh, yeah.
And the cartels took over the school system, and they've been teaching it for 40 years.
Yeah.
So now you have all of these immigrants in here. And they think that we are invading their land, and they were sent by their country to infiltrate, in their words, breed a revolution.
Today, in front of you stands a woman, an immigrant, a Latina, who is demanding something simple, yet too often denied: dignity and equality. We are here because
Just like
we're
that
tired
stupid thing they're
to be
trying to shove
treated
through in the
as
house.
if we were less deserving, less capable, less human. As if our last names, our skin color, or where we come from should determine our worth. From lower wages to for the same work, to the fear that lives in our communities because of cruel and inhuman actions against our families. Our people.
I'm not a day drinker, but I'm
just
getting close.
like ready to. I'm
I
like
know,
ready
right?
to bang my head off my desk.
I'm ready to get shot. I should have brought a margarita with me. Fuck.
Hey, we have a margarita stream coming up. if things go if things go the way, remember we talked about
That's
it.
right. We did talk about Powell, and that should
Yes.
be 2 weeks out. We need to mark that.
I'll become a day drinker.
I think the guy behind her, I think that Mary Post, the guy is on something, Mary. He's like shifting and he's like.
Which one? The one that just got done talking?
The one that just got done talking. He seems a little high on something. I don't know.
High on socialism for sure.
Oh, we got to raise the fist, of course.
Oh, yeah.
For the final thing.
And the communism, the fist thing is in all of those companies that Feisty was highlighting on Monday, from the Southern Poverty Law Center to all of them they work with. It's all the communist fist is on all their websites and all of their material.
See how she's got the butterfly scarf too, the Mary Post MK Ultra thing. What is that? Is that a separate thing?
I don't know if they even understand what we associate the monarch with. I don't know. To be honest, it could be.
We associate the monarchs with butterflies. What are you talking about?
Right. I mean, she could just be like, I like butterflies. She may not understand that that is low-key MK Ultra symbolism.
I'm just so tired of this. I think I told you how, like, I'm a quilter. Wonderworld is my quilting buddy in the chat.
Yes. Yes.
I was at a show looking at a few years ago at like the quilting, like the National Quilt Show. They had a quilt made of jeans, and it was this calming fist. It was all, I mean, it was a cool quilt, but I mean, it was the fist of power. It's like, you can't even, it's infiltrated every aspect. Like, I want to just look at beautiful quilts with beautiful fabric. I don't want a political message. It's like the one spot you can go to away from politics, but no, they've infiltrated that too.
They make it so that you cannot function without seeing the propaganda. So that way it permeates everybody, no matter what your thing is, even if you're not a political person.
Yeah.
That's the goal. So you cannot escape it.
Well, now we got we the people. We got we the people on a shirt now. We the people what?
Right.
Protecting Chicago. Protect this, protect that. I have not seen, and I'll say it again, I have not seen any rights being taken away from people. I have not seen.
Actually, if they want to complain, they could complain about the fact that illegals are getting preferential treatment over the Black community. They should. I would love to raise my hand and ask her that question. Like, how many of your community centers shut down so that they could house illegal aliens? How many?
And how many of them hurt your children and the women in the streets? Because
Yes.
we saw a lot of that happening in Chicago and New York.
Idiot. They don't want to have that conversation because they will lose it every time.
Oh yeah. Well, they just scream and throw things and then shout at you.
It is a fact that you cannot have a conversation with radical people. And I truthfully believe that these children are being indoctrinated with the rhetoric very early in their life.
Yes.
Before they're and potentially, or I would not be hesitant to say that they are being indoctrinated with this rhetoric before they're even able to go to school.
Entirely possible. I mean, think about the Rachel lady, the crazy YouTube communist lady that's like #1 with kids on YouTube. She's so popular. Mandami hired her.
It's I go back to the whole thing. Mondami put a place in Times Square that they go to and sit on their like a gook on a grass mat and sit there and pray. I mean,
in Times Square,
in the middle of Times Square, and right where the ball drops,
well,
right
in
in
front
front of
religion. It's about occupation when you're doing that, because it's not like they don't have mosques everywhere that they can go to. That's not what it's about. It's about showing power and flexing, and it's about when you're doing that. We see it with the Muslim, but if you were doing it with any religion or any group, it would be oppression of the natives. Is what it would be,
But we are natives of this land. Why are
we allowing people that just got here?
Right.
You can argue how they got here, but people that just got here, you know.
And that they don't love our country. They're not working hard to get
Hell no.
naturalized. They're not paying money,
Hell
their
no.
own money, blood, sweat, and tears. They're just giving everything. They're not going to appreciate it.
If you just went to France and you'd been there a couple months, would you have allegiance to France? Would you love
No.
France like you love your country here?
I would love their croissants.
Where you
but
had
not the-
150 generations of your
Mhm.
people here.
Mhm.
You know,
Well, you know, last night in the TARD panel I was on, which it was sickening to begin with that I even
I don't
entertained.
know how you get on these panels. You'll have to tell me how you do this.
Oh,
again.
I'll tell you what. I'll send you this week. There's a TARD panel that you and Krista should be on with me because it's absolutely.
Well, let me at them. Let me at them.
You know what?
Oh, I
I
will.
will pay money to see Krista go on a TARD panel. I will fucking pay money for that shit every
I'll
day
start
of the
off
week.
all sweet and then I'll just bam.
She'll go in with the
Kabam.
verbal violence. It'll happen.
Well, I will send you the. Jesus.
Just send her the link. I actually really want to.
I will send her the StreamYard link. I promise I will do it.
I
And
actually
if she
stream
comes
sports
up there,
at
I'm
night,
going
but-
to laugh
Yes.
so fucking hard. You
Yes.
have no idea how hard I'm going
God,
to
that-
laugh.
Oh my gosh, that would be some gold there.
I usually stream sports, especially like now it's NHL playoffs, but I might have to pause. I'll be like, okay, everyone, I'm going to pause. I'll be right back. I got to go lay some verbal violence down.
Oh,
How did it go last night? You were trying to tell us before we got sidetracked, as we always do.
I
No.
still want to see Krista come up on the panel. I will
Why
just,
did you?
I will pay money for that, right?
Yes, I too would. I will totally support that.
Krista will
Let's
be
do it.
using a baseball bat. That's all I'm saying. I mean-
Finder says I need a TARD panel.
The TARD panel. Yeah, that's what I'm going to. As a matter of fact, I have started doing panels, right? So I'm going to invite everyone from, I'm going to invite all of our friends over,
Mhm.
and it's going to be called the TARD panel. And all we're going to sit there and do is make fun of these tards. I mean,
love it.
seriously, it would be like a complete degeneration by the end of the night.
Quick question: when we were talking just now about the Muslim thing and taking over,
Mhm.
did you see what what just happened in Texas? It was like
Oh,
earlier today.
Which part?
No, what
Tell-
happened?
You know, the 400 residence place. They were trying to make that an actual
Mhm.
city.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Okay,
Okay.
so they put the kibosh on that,
They
but
put-
then a
right.
judge overruled it earlier
Yep.
today.
Said you can't discriminate based on
Mhm.
religion.
So I think that the town needs to come together and just be like, okay, sure, you can have your little city here. We're going to cut off the sewage. We're going to cut off the water. Oh, you want electricity? Sorry, you don't get electricity either. They should honestly like make a moat around it with alligators and be like, you wanted your city, here you go.
Oh, I tell you.
And
This
Governor
is,
Abbott's like, this will not stand. He says this, but then
He
who
always
knows what
says
he's
shit like
doing?
that. But most of the important things that come out of Texas have to do with
Mhm.
Ken Paxton. They don't have anything
Exactly.
to do with,
No.
with Greg Abbott.
He's
They
awful.
really don't. He's your classic rhino, and I mean that in the sense of when we have a win, I'm going to claim I did it, even though I didn't do shit, and then I'm going to take money under the table.
Mhm.
'Cause that's all that I really have seen him do for the last 6 years. You know, I don't know.
That's it. It's the kickback mentality, Mary.
Yes,
That's
go
that's
along
what
to
it
get
is.
along and take the payoffs, and yeah,
The good buddy system, as the tards don't understand. It's the
Mhm.
good buddy system, and that's what I was going to allude to. The tard panel disagrees that the politicians don't sit down in a room and have a circle jerk before they go out and vote for something.
Oh, of course they do.
They
Half the time
don't
they're
they
not-
don't
live
believe
with
that for 1 minute.
Oh my
Okay.
God. They really don't understand how the world works, and that's why they're
That's
frustrated.
part of their problem.
Well, and that's what makes them easier to manipulate.
Mhm.
You know,
Well-
you say a bunch of emotional things around them.
Well, and they're mentally stunted as well.
Well, it just goes back to the ideology that Trump shut the government down. Trump didn't shut the government down. And they will sit there and argue adamantly, well, he's not agreeing, so he shut the government down. No, that's not how it works. But they swear that's how it works. They swear that shrimp need to be euthanized properly to eat. Oh, that's a rabbit hole. Oh, that's a rabbit hole.
Euthanize shrimp. It's food. You can't contaminate the food.
Shrimp have feelings, don't you know?
I know, but I'm just saying, like, by definition of your own health, if you don't want, like, if they want organic this or that, how are you going to put pharmaceuticals into a fucking shrimp and then eat it?
That's their ideology.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, these are the same people that are like, you know, I must eat lettuce and it can't have any herbicides in it. I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay, let's take okay, Mary, since you want to go down this freaking rabbit hole.
I've never heard of the shrimp rabbit hole, but let's go. I've heard of the lobster.
Wait a minute. We're going to touch
lobster.
on this one.
Let's go.
Oh Lord.
Hold on, before we do, can I thank some people over on Rumble?
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so we have Colty86. Welcome in. Good to see you. I don't think I've seen your name before. He says, he or she says, I absolutely love your thinking and your ideas. He loves the verbal violence too. Yes. Welcome in. And then he gave us another Rumble rant at $5 and said thank you. And it's good to see also JR Disciple Gaming is here as well. Good to see you.
Nice. And we got a cookie from Ash USA. Good to see you, dear friend.
You.
Happy Friday.
Ash, we have to have a conversation, Ash.
Yes. He will be reaching out to you. Let me show you guys this before we lose train on this. This is a post from Data Republican talking about May Day, but
our country runs because of working people, not for billionaires or for politicians.
And when people come together, we can make our voices heard.
Our American history shows us that when we move together,
and of course,
we
it's on
win,
Mark
we
Ruffalo's
expand,
feed.
we diversify, and today will be no different.
Mm-hmm.
It will take millions of us refusing business as usual to force this change.
And again, we the
This
people.
May Day, we're calling for a worker over billionaires national
God,
day
Bill
of
and Ted,
action,
stop it.
showing solidarity with labor in our communities across our country and against fascism.
No work, no school, no shopping.
She is a billionaire.
A simple idea.
Literally, she's a fucking billionaire.
The irony is this is coming from billionaires.
And so's this whore.
This is our moment to harness the power that we have to disrupt.
That's an S. Oh God,
that
one was in the dig with Feisty.
Immigrant communities, waging illegal wars.
He's in charge of one of the big NGOs that's funneling shit.
Oh Lord.
Everyone has a part to play. Join us.
There's a billionaire right there.
Community, attend a rally or march, bring a friend.
Change starts.
Who was that?
I don't even know.
That's that same chick that we just saw.
I don't know who it is
the
though.
Many and the billionaires are the few.
Workers over billionaires. This Friday.
How many facelifts has she had right now?
I was just wondering the same thing. Holy cow.
Like she must have just had another one.
Check out the May Day map.
Oh,
I know this one does.
How you can
What a
get
turd
involved
nugget
in your
this
community.
freak is.
You know, she is all over the communist digs, from the Black Panthers to the crazy bombers to all of it. Jane Fonda is involved in all that crap. Sorry. But they're
Mary,
saying, yeah, go ahead.
How can you this makes my fucking brain hurt.
It does.
You got billionaires saying, oh, it's we're so oppressed, but you are you're living comfortable, and let me not go to the grocery store and feed my family because Robert De Niro said so.
Right.
Are you insane?
Or Jane Fonda, the active. She's been a communist since she came out of the womb.
This is true. Or
what are her parents like? I wonder. What was her history?
Communist.
So she's a red diaper baby as well.
Oh yes.
When the Weather Underground blew up their own bomb making factory, it was her families that took them in and gave them clothes, and I don't think they understood necessarily, but like when I tell you they're all over this timeline.
Wow.
The Fondas are all over the timeline.
Jeez.
They're right up there with Newscomb.
They are all over the place. It's either her dad, or her brother.
They might as well just marry into the Pelosi family.
Pretty much.
I mean,
honestly, they don't. I think the Pelosi's don't have enough money for her, to be really honest. You have to figure she was married to Ted Turner.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Who used to own my favorite team, my favorite baseball team.
Well, and technically he started CNN. He started Turner Classic Movies. He's a huge entrepreneur. He is billionaire upon, he was a fucking billionaire probably in the 80s when she was, I don't know when she divorced him.
Well, she's giving all of her alimony back because that technically makes her a billionaire too. So she needs to give it all back.
That's my point.
I want to get on the megaphone and say that to her right now.
Well, I recently saw a clip of her because she was upset about the sale of the parent company of CNN because it's going in with the Paramount merger.
Oh, right.
So she was very upset about it. And she said she knew all about CNN because she used to sleep with the founder.
Wasn't she married? Like, that's kind of a...
That's Ted Turner. But
right,
that's her language. I used to sleep. I don't know if she said sleep with or the F word. I don't honestly remember. But that's, I'm being slightly clean.
I can only assume.
The founder, and that's how I know about CNN and what they're doing and how they are, because I used to sleep with him.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, let me set this next segment up for you. And how much time do we have left?
About 15 minutes.
Okay, so I will skip the semantic. Well, no, I won't. So on the TARD panel, a separate one from this, he believes that there are shrimp whisperers. Okay. He believes now this will go into the comedy skit here, right?
Do they talk to Elvis also?
They talk to Elvis. They talk to everybody.
Right. Probably the whatever alien group. I forget. Fabian. There's something
like that. And they get, well, in quoting Elvis's words, they're all shook up about this euthanization of shrimp. So this 20-year-old tard, which I know fact that he's a 20-year-old tard, does fundraising events for the Shrimp Welfare Project. Well, ironically, it is a UK-based 501c, or what we would know as a 501c3.
Grift.
Complete grift, right? So, as I said, he does
like fundraising.
And what they are saying, the shrimp whisperers, through research, the shrimp whisperers talk to these shrimp, and they know that they don't want to be euthanized by putting them in ice and cold water.
Oh my God.
This is a factual thing.
I have done Alfredo tonight just to spite these people.
Is my whisperer going to get them to unite and unionize? Is he going to organize the working shrimp? Like
no, I think they're going to strap little signs on them and say, "Don't kill me by ice, kill me by electrocution." Okay, let's think about this a second. Let's think.
Isn't the
ice
main? Don't they technically like pass out if you're doing ice? Wouldn't they go into like a? You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
They pass out and then there's just like that's.
So
you have a better argument with lobster and boiling. Honestly, you have a better argument.
These morons think electrocuting a shrimp is better than putting them in an ice bath.
That's way more painful.
Oh,
that's the point.
That's hold on. So there's an entire how do they feel about babies being ripped out of wombs?
They don't care about that. They're just concerned about the welfare of shrimp.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
And this guy goes out and protests this shit.
He's making
money. And he has a shrimp costume. I promise.
I was just going to ask you if he
had. Let me see if I can find a picture of this.
Oh my God.
I promise you, this is
hilarious.
dead real.
This is
dead real.
another way to destroy an industry, right? I mean, isn't that what we're looking at? It's another way to affect the fishing industry and control it.
Wasn't there an issue that we just finally got rid of in Maine where they had to have like a government official go on fishing boats with them and like
so that's
sure
what
that they
led
were-
to the Chevron overturning. That was the huge landmark case. Yeah, it was huge.
And they were having
you're exactly right. That's what it was.
$700 a day, and the fishermen were like, "We can't even afford this."
No, they were making the fishermen pay for their own inspector that was a government person that could have just said anything. And they won in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I want to see the shrimp costume so bad. I want
I know.
one too. I want like
He's
a
looking. He's looking. I can tell.
oh yes. Oh yes. It's coming.
It goes back to that old mantra. You can't make this up.
No, you cannot
really
make this
can't.
up.
This is
I mean,
like
I
right
wouldn't
on
have
board
had-
with our police chicken outfit.
I did not have shrimp whisperers on my bingo card today at all. I was expecting communist flags and that kind of stuff, which we got, but I was not expecting a shrimp whisperer.
So I did a whole panel, hour and 29 minutes. He's got a Joe Biden
Oh my God.
silhouette on one side of his, and it's an actual cutout of. And
So
then
is he an
on
American?
the other side, oh yeah,
He's
Oh, yeah.
American, but the 501 that he's working for is British.
yes,
Great. Oh,
Makes-
geez.
right. And on the other side of his screen, he's got the shrimp costume, and he goes out and he protests this crap. Okay. And the irony of it all is what this tard, we'll say, is advocating for makes no sense.
This is the broken brain thing that we talk about.
Yes, my brain is broken.
Broken.
Like completely broken. Okay, so get ready to laugh. Get ready to laugh. Let's take this down real quick.
All right. I think we're having a you're not ready for this moment.
You're not. You're not.
I can't wait.
Don't
you
say
talked
I
to
didn't
him?
warn you.
Have you talked to this crazy one?
Oh yes, I did a whole panel with him about
what
the
I
Shrimp
thought.
Welfare Project.
Oh my God.
Oh boy, he's pretty young. Huh?
Oh, he's in. Is he a non-binary?
He's
Is that purple hair I
non-binary.
see?
Yep.
He's
Androgynous.
non-binary, and he is part of the pro-Palestinian movement.
All the things.
He's part of the no kings, no dictators.
Is he on
And
the
yet
spectrum?
in the background is the shrimp costume.
I see it I see it over on the futon.
Whose head is that on the wall behind the couch?
That's Joe Biden.
Oh gosh, it's hard to
Blow
see
it up, Mary. Blow it up, Mary.
Floating specter of cuckoo back there.
It looks like
yeah.
crazy, creepy eyes, like bleeding
Yeah,
eyes.
the shrimp costume is really discerning.
And he has like a pirate cat. What is that? A pirate demon cat on the couch?
That
think it's
looks
a
like
pillow.
one of those. What the hell are those things called?
I bet it's a lobster. Is it like a lobster pillow?
Is that his support animal? His support
Yes,
stuffy?
that's his support animal.
That is
Yeah.
that's probably like his wooby. That probably is his wooby.
I mean,
We have an
this
image of
is-
him in the costume.
I'm looking for the picture. I do have one of him in this
Does he have
costume,
is this his
holding a
safe-
sign, save the shrimp. I promise you, I this is the most amazing, but the most stupidest thing that
Okay,
I have
Ash-
seen in years.
Actually, cracking up. She said the other day we had cocaine hippos with Sean, which I saw that. I remember that. And now we have shrimp whisperer today. I know. Shout out American Rising. You never know what you're gonna get.
Let's not leave out murder chickens. That was hilarious too.
Right?
Bring that back. Bring that back. There you go.
Yep.
Okay. So I went through this just briefly, right?
Mhm.
And you know, their claim to fame is 440 billion shrimps now. It's shrimp, but it's to them shrimps are farmed each year. Okay. That's more than 5 times the total number of all farmed land animals combined. Do we see I see a problem with this already, right? That excuse me. This makes shrimp welfare an area of high impact where your involvement can lead to great change. Discover the impact that industry representatives have already made with our support. See how many shrimp lives have been improved.
My life is improved when I eat them.
My life has just dissipated in front of my eyes reading this shit. But you know, and they're talking about corporate engagement, and you know, we need to transition to more human and higher welfare shrimp farming practices. Human Slaughter Initiative. Eyes talk ablation free.
Jeez. I bet this goes with the green stuff because they don't want them using the oceans. They want to put up more windmills in the UK and stuff like that. So I bet this is part of that coalition. Because they can justify it with, look, we're saving shrimp. They have lives too. They matter.
And here's the caveat right on your screen, folks.
1,400 shrimp per year. Wow. That's a lot of impact there. I could eat that in a whole year myself. Are you kidding me?
I know.
Hello. Basically, they want to use their, and here we go. I'm going to highlight it just for semantics. Shrimp Welfare Project is a registered charity in the United Kingdom. Do we see a problem here, folks? And here's the irony. So I call him Shrimp Cocktail because he's a cocktail of bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. He has told me he has donated thousands of dollars to save the shrimp.
How did he earn that?
Talking to the shrimp and shrimp whispering.
Right. Grifting.
I think he needs his head examined.
Well, and in that, and it is on my YouTube page over at SPINCITYNEWS. For an hour and a half, I had to try to be serious, Mary, but I couldn't. You can see on my face. You could see on my face, and here I'll put one of my facial expressions as this moron, and I do mean complete moron, is talking to me about this. Okay.
In the chat, they say, I believe it's your security guy. He's saying that they prefer to give the shrimp pain pills to be killed.
Yes.
Which goes back to my thing of you can't eat it.
Yes.
So why are you killing him? If you can't eat it, why are you killing him? Right.
I mean, okay, so this is going to be funny. This is going to be funny. Now, this is me the whole time. If you want to bring it up, Mary.
Okay.
I shared my screen.
I was releasing the scratching too.
Oh, okay.
We're getting close.
Now, mind you, this is me.
Look at
this
you.
This is me talking to this guy.
Oh, jeez.
The whole stream. Now, when I ended the live stream and told Shrimp Cocktail that he was, in my fashion, you're full of shit, you're dumb to give money to a cause that basically is crap to begin with.
Right.
Right. I did ask this guy in this stream. I said, have you ever seen this? Have you ever talked to a shrimp? Have you ever?
I have. Oh, you look so good. I can't wait to eat you. That's me.
Well, yeah, right. Right. I mean, I've talked to them, you know, the coconut battered shrimp.
Oh, I love y'all. I'm already hungry. Damn it.
Listen, I skipped lunch to come and hang out with you fine people. So I'm sitting here and I'm talking to this guy, Mary, and it is completely serious. I mean, you can tell when somebody is just like out there.
Yeah.
This guy was absolutely serious. And ironically, the next day he was traveling to go to his college where he
got into college.
Yeah. You want to know what he's studying?
Hold on. Marine
I'm sure
biology.
it's women's studies. Please tell me it's women's studies.
Ethics.
Oh, of course he is.
Of course. So I completely, if you want to watch it, it's absolutely hilarious, right?
Yes.
It's over on Spin City News. It's called the Shrimp Welfare Project. And I basically got so brain hurt over this.
Right.
I told him, you're a moron. Why would you? And I was focused on why would you give money to a cause about shrimp
that you can't verify anything.
Right. That you can't verify. Oh, I've seen video. Oh,
is it AI? Of what? Somebody
deep
talking
fake videos
to a
all the
shrimp?
time. Yeah.
How's the shrimp going to communicate back?
Right. And I finally told him,
more shrimp
I
code.
said, the thousands of dollars. Krista, Jesus.
You see what I go through. You can't get through.
You can't make this shit up, though. You can't make this shit up.
You can't make this shrimp up, damn it.
Yeah, you can't make this shrimp up. And the bottom line at the end, I told him, the thousands of dollars you have raised to safely or humanely euthanize shrimp, how about putting that money towards homeless people in the United States? How
or
about
even in his own country? We're in the UK.
Well, that
he's
was
American.
Oh, he's American, but I mean, where?
He's American. Oh, he's American. And I asked him prior to the stream. I said, "Where did you learn about this?" And here's the irony: it was one of his comrades at school that told him that, you know, I support this. You know, they said the shrimp have told him that, you know, I don't want to be soaked in ice. I would rather be electrocuted. Or
if a shrimp is talking to you, then you need to get your freaking head examined. That's I would have said to him straight up.
Not even Dr. Doolittle talked to the shrimp, I don't think.
This is a family show, but you know, I have my own comments. But I mean, this is and it goes to our whole program today.
Yeah.
It is the stupidity of people. And on the other flip side of the coin, they believe exactly what they're saying. And this kid, 20 years old, I told this idiot last night, you are 20 years old. You have no life experience.
No.
All the time we were on the panel discussing immigration and his thoughts on immigration, I told him, he's sitting there playing a game on stream, trying to debate me. how you think that worked out for him in the end. But regardless, he's playing a game. He's debating immigration. He's 20 years old. I said, dude, stop watching TikTok, stop watching CNN, and look at life. I am a realist. If the tree is green, the fucking tree is green. Don't sit here and try to tell me, well, it has bark, so that's brown. Well, duh. Just
unless you're in E. Jean Carroll's forest, then her trees are blue.
well, Krista, I love you. I love you and Mary so much. I mean, this was a distraction, and Krista, and you can mention.
I wasn't sure
what
if I
I'm
was able to share that.
Yeah, absolutely.
His
But
sister okay.
It's been fun. I know we're running over, but we always do with me for some reason. But anyway, go ahead, Krista.
It's a Friday, so
it's Friday. Hey, I would rather be on here than out protesting something that I can't control.
Right? They're just shouting at the wind. No matter what, they're going to be unsatisfied.
Oh, of course.
If that's the makeup of it. That's the point.
Oh, I don't even want to think about that shit. Go ahead, Krista. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Oh, Duffy found the sticker. Thank you, Duffy.
Oh, that's yeah. She is crazy looking.
She's so
oh my God. I was just about to say we're missing the blue hair, and then the dog comes up with blue hair. Good one, Duffy. I'm stealing it.
Do you remember what she named her pets?
Oh my gosh. That was so bad.
Ironically, hold on.
Or what she called her husband.
You're going to laugh at this one. I saw a video and I should have saved it for you, Mary. There was a couple in Minnesota that named their 2 brand new dogs Kamala and Joe.
Oh, jeez. Does Kamala just turn in circles and is
I was
a brown dog?
Say, do they run into walls and drool?
Well, here's the thing. They were pugs.
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez. So
that's the punchline to the story. They were pugs.
You've seen her neck, right? It's like, oh, that's perfect.
I think she had some work done because the last few times it looks smoother. So I think she had some treatments.
I will not allude to the chicken neck, but I mean, just come on.
I know. It's nuts.
The ironic part, the thing that was so funny, they were pugs. And we all know how pugs, they don't bark. No. They squeal and cackle.
Yes, they do. They make very strange noises.
Yep.
I had one. I can attest. They make very weird noises. Like half the time, when we first got him, I rescued him and he would just do stuff. And I would just be shocked and look. I'd never had a dog that made these noises. I've had dogs my entire life. Never.
You're like, is this really a dog?
Yeah. I was like,
just
what the
kidding.
hell? And he would just throw his head back and just scream at stuff. And I was like,
who are you?
One? It's just, I didn't know what to do with him.
Take him back to the factory.
Oh,
factory reset needed right now.
So bad. Oh my God. It's so bad. I'm trying to grab Drunk Pinata's link to set up a Rumble raid. Maybe I'll get it right. I don't know, but we're going to try.
Anyway, Krista, you were going to say something. And before you do, Krista, Mary, Krista, thank you for permission to come up here and cackle and show you the filth and debauchery of the day.
It's perfect for a Friday.
Laugh at it.
It's so perfect for a Friday. I love it. Well, where are you going to be and what's going on with you?
Well, I'm going to be right here laughing hysterically at the protests, and you never know. I might go live from the field today, and over on Spin City News. I know our protests. They're summer protests, so some are here, some are there, and some are at this time, and some are not.
Well, and I wonder if they're going to get a little more confrontational as the day goes into evening.
Well, I can honestly say the place to watch right now is California and Oregon.
Yeah.
Because remember, it's only noon there. So the protesters are just waking up and, spraying their hair and putting their dresses on.
Right.
And painting their face. I call it war paint. It
is.
And they forget to shave their legs before they get in their dress.
They intentionally lose their razors. They don't.
Nair. I conveniently say nair to them. It does wonders. And I may be on a panel later this evening with a bunch of complete total rejects. But I will send you both the links, and you guys can come on up here. And as soon as you guys come in, I promise you, I will lose it. I will laugh.
I hope Krista does. I've got another show tonight.
Yeah, I'm streaming hockey playoffs, but we'll see. If there's a break,
I'll be on it. Like I gotta go.
Yeah. Always send us the links.
Absolutely.
All right. We have Unfiltered Forecast coming up at 4 with Drew and Ashton Henry, the Storm Chaser. So that's always fun. We have Deadspin with Johnny at 7:20. And then we have It Needed to Be Said with Sean and Johnny tonight. So that'll be a blast.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And Sabine and I will be live on my Free For All channel and hers, which is S. Jones. And we're going to simulcast like we were doing here with Spin City.
Nice.
And that'll be at 7:30. And we're digging into Skull and Bones. So if you'd like to hang out there, do give us some love and a follow or all the above.
This is part 2. You started this last week, so people can go back and see last week's.
Yes, we watched the movie Skull and Bones last week, and now we're getting into the nitty gritty and the names and the families and what they went on to do and how they affected elections and policies and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be fun, and it may take us 2 episodes. I don't know. We'll see. Then we get to talk about Bolsheviks after that. So it's gonna, light topics for Fridays.
Grace Thomas says war paint and butt floss. And Mary, Junior Disciple said put a space after raid on the Rumble link.
I got it to work. I haven't hit confirm yet because once I hit confirm, it rolls in 5 seconds.
Okay. There's no grace period.
There's no grace period with Rumble. So I have to wait till we're rolling credits and then hit the button. I learned that the hard way.
Okay.
Ladies, this has been a wonderful distraction.
I've got to run too.
Krista knows sort of what I'm dealing with.
For his family.
Yes.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
It put the prayer chain out. My sister-in-law is hanging, but not for much. So yeah,
we prayed for her yesterday on our Cup of Hope show.
I appreciate that. I caught it for a few minutes and then I got pulled away to my actual real job that makes money. So yeah, ladies, it was good to see you. I much appreciate it. We're going to do this again.
Definitely.
We have to do this again. And
we'll
remember,
have you back to celebrate Pal being gone.
Yes. And
we'll
just remember,
Pal party.
And just remember, have your shrimp spayed or neutered.
Right. Absolutely.
Control the shrimp population.
Right. Can't have them overpopulated. Because what are we going to do with them if we can't eat them? What are we going to do?
Hold signs up and say, "Save me."
What is the life expectancy of a shrimp anyway?
Probably like 2 days.
Yeah, something like that, maybe.
I mean,
I'm not sure.
Really short, right? Like a month or something. I don't
you have to ask these questions as I have to leave. Now I'm curious. I'm
sorry.
I'm going to dive into the whole shrimp life.
You started this, Mary.
Monday. We will continue the shrimp debate on Monday. All right, fam.
I will come back up and laugh with you if you would like.
Quite possibly. All right, guys, we have to run. We will catch you all later.
Thank you, everyone.
Fantastic weekend. And thank you again, Scott.
No problem.
It's always fun.